This
is Woodside Kids.
Hello and welcome to another week of Woodside Kids. I hope you're well. It's me, Charlotte, and today we are going to be looking at how Jesus has called you to follow him. Now, before we do anything, it is time for our Kids versus Grown-Up Challenge. Apple bobbing. Who can get both apples out first? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, she's done it straight away.
what?
It's time for our story. Jesus left the desert and set about the great rescue. He was going to get God's people back, but first he needed to find some helpers and friends. He had a lot to do. He would need some people to help him. Who would make good helpers, do you think? Clever ones, rich ones, strong, important ones? Some people might think so, but I'm sure by now you don't need me to tell you they'd be wrong. Because the people God uses don't have to know a lot of things or have a lot of things. They just have to need him a lot. One day, Jesus was walking along the Sea of Galilee. He saw some brothers and friends mending their nets. They were poor fishermen. Jesus called out to them, "Let's go!" They had boats to put away. They had nets to mend. Fish were still wriggling on the shore. But Peter, Andrew, James and John looked up at this stranger, and something about them made them drop everything, get up and follow him. This God-man was like no one they had ever met. When they looked at Jesus, their hearts filled up with a wonderful, forever sort of happiness, and inside it was as if they were running free in an open field. Jesus asked 12 men to be his helpers: Peter, Andrew, James and John, Matthew, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, another James, Simon, Thaddeus and Judas. Meeting Jesus would change all of them forever. Jesus called these 12 men to follow him and be his helpers. Did you know that Jesus calls you too? Jesus is calling you to follow him. He's calling you to make him your number one. He's calling you to help him by living our lives showing his love to others. Maybe you could take some time chatting with your grown-up about what this might mean to you. Maybe have some time praying together too. I'll leave that to you. Now it is time for a game. Can you remember all of the names of the 12 disciples?
All right, Elisha. Can you remember the names of the 12 disciples of Jesus?
Yes.
Hey Woodside Kids, my name is Matty and Charlotte has challenged me to name as many of the 12 disciples as I can. So here we go.
Luke, Peter, Andrew the brother of Peter, James the son of Zebedee, James, John the brother of James, John,
James and John, the sons of Zebedee.
Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew.
It's Matthew because he's got the same name as me, so I can remember him pretty well. I think he was a tax collector. Thomas, the doubter, who didn't believe that Jesus had died until he was proved wrong.
Judas Iscariot,
Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed Jesus.
Jude,
There was another Judas,
Simon the Canaanite,
Simon the Zealot,
and James the son of Alphaeus.
James.
Well done, Elisha. Very
Yes! I remember all of them.
There you go. 12 disciples. Oh, plus there was actually another one. When Jesus stopped being a disciple, he was replaced by a guy called Matthias. So I don't know whether that'll get me any extra points. But there you go. There's the 12 disciples that I can remember. Bye.
Great job, guys. Now why don't you at home see who in your family can remember all of the 12 names without looking it up. Now it is time for our memory verse. Listening up. Obey the Lord our God and follow his commands with all your heart. 1 Kings 8 verse 61. Now in the description below I have linked in some great worship songs. They're talking about following God and putting him first. So after this, put it on loud, dance around your living room, have fun worshipping God. Now that's it for this week. So I'll see you next time.